Good morning, welcome back to the channel. It is Wednesday. It is a perfect day for some professional development and some work in our classroom. I'm using my Glam Glow moisturizer today, so I smell like a nice orange creamsicle dessert, so that always makes my day great, smelling wonderful. We are going to head to probably like my third favorite place on earth and get a little breakfast ice cream. What could that be? Iced coffee. Let's go. So what do you think about the new Taylor Swift song? It's not like one of those where it's like an immediate love for me. I don't know yet. Hello? Hello. Walmart? No, we have professional development today actually. Oh, but usually I do work at Walmart 7 to 4, so I'd be at work right now. So this is like, I got to sleep in.
That's nice. That's
I know. You too. It's pretty sad when the McDonald's workers know who you are and you can carry on a conversation. Oh, that's my life. Okay, let's go to professional development. So I really enjoy being early for things. So sometimes when I'm early, I like to use my car wipes and just clean off my car a little bit before I go in. I know, I'm strange. But it's a new car and it gets so dusty so quick. I'm one of those weirdos who like genuinely enjoys professional development, and this was a very interesting professional development. I learned a lot of things, just different ways I can improve my System 44 teachings and just teach more to Fidelity, and then how all the reports work on the dashboard that we can print off student data, because if you teach in SPED, you know that data is king. Okay, let's head to the classroom. My car kind of has the look of someone who's living in it. Not a good thing. Let's get the stuff out in my room. The key is to wait till your janitor is gone so he doesn't see all the stuff you're bringing inside. Because he's kind of the opinion that I have too much stuff. I don't think I have too much stuff. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is unbox my Big Lot boxes that have my book bins in them. They look like this. And so I'm gonna make little labels for all of them, and hopefully I'll have enough. Hopefully. Last year I did not have enough. So bigger chapter books go on the white ones, and then picture books go on the purple, the top. Maybe the top of these, and maybe the top of this. Maybe. Let's do it. Bobble stools, man. Stay. So we'll see if I have enough just to be having picture books right here, or if I do need more. I was kind of thinking of having like the holidays and other things up here that I would probably not use the entire year, but we'll see. So I would probably need 3, 4, 5, 6. I'd probably need like 6 more to finish this up. A trip to Big Lots might be in our future. So these are all new books I got this summer, and most of them are high interest books that I was looking for my students, so I'm going to make sure that things like superheroes and princesses and stuff like that is on the bottom shelf, so it'll be really easy and accessible. And for things that don't have labels, like I only have 3 that have labels apparently, I don't know where the rest went, I thought there was at least 10. I'll use a little sticky note, so then when I'm done with this I can go home and make actual labels. Let's do it. One bag done, a million to go. Now we are on to the mass of tubs in the middle. We got to find out which ones are the picture books and fill her up. I'm gonna do that and I'll check in with you guys when it's done. Okay, that took way longer than I thought it would. It's kind of hard to sort things into categories when you don't actually have categories in mind until you see the larger stack of books. And then some things that I want them to be a category, but I don't have enough books for it to be a real category, so I'm gonna have to invest in some books so that it won't be an empty bin. So let's talk about how many I have right now. So the bins that I have full, things like space, wild animals, fall, school, winter. You can see like winter is exploding, so I'll probably do like snow and then a winter holidays one because I do have Christmas, Kwanzaa, New Year's kind of sort of books in there. And then wild animals is kind of full, and so I later separated it into farm animals, and then ocean is over there. I just don't feel like emptying all the books out, so I'm not going to. Then I have like cars and trains down there. These ones aren't picture books. And then down there is like classics. These are not picture books. My students loved this book, and it was a leveled reader, so I actually printed it out so that they could read it. So this is the pets category. And then we have things like social, emotional, and then like Pete the Cat. There was an old lady who, Valentine's Day. Miss Shear's Favorites is kind of just like the catch-all category for books that are very popular right now on like Instagram that I purchased that really don't fit a category, so I made a category. So I definitely need to buy more book bins. So like last year I had one shelf that was nothing but my Magic Treehouse books because I own every single Magic Treehouse book. So I'm thinking I'll get enough book bins to finish the top right there, and then two more, and then leave one just for my Magic Treehouse books. Which these book bins are like $3 a piece, and I've already made a significant investment in them, so let's get some more. This is why I have a second job. Now, if you were a first-year teacher, please don't think that this is expected, that you spend all this obscene amount of money. My first year, my room was the most boring thing I've ever seen. It was definitely not an Instagram-worthy thing in any sort. My first year teaching, my room was the typical picture of like a government-funded classroom. And then I've slowly been spending a lot of my own money to spruce it up because I truly love this school, and I love who I work with, and I love my job, and I want to be here forever. And so I want to have pretty things, and I don't mind spending the money because I'm literally gonna be here forever because I love it here. Okay, so off that tangent, this is the pile of books I'm getting rid of, just things that didn't fit the category or they're kind of old, falling apart. Some of them are like teachers that left the stuff here. When I inherited this room, previously it was like one special ed teacher per year. Nobody really was ever staying in this job longer than 1 or 2 years just because it's half sped, half intervention, and some people don't like that. I kind of enjoy it a little bit. Sometimes it's a little hectic, but for the most part I enjoy it. So I have a lot of books that were left over from other teachers that are literally from like the 80s, the 90s. Nobody's ever bothered to go through this stuff because they haven't stuck around long enough to do so. When I inherited this room, I've probably had 40 books, all of which were older than I am. Nothing relevant, no Heroes or Princess or Marvel or Transformers or like Mo Williams or Clifford. Just like really super duper old books. Like, look at this one. Like, I'm sure at one point it was a good book. It's just nothing really appealing, and the words are kind of hard. The name is Madame Gâteau, and he was Bellini. And so those are hard words for my students, and I want to provide really high interest text so that they're interested in reading, so I'm getting rid of everything that doesn't work for my classroom. So I'm going to go put this in our little teacher yard sale area in the gym. Just lots of random things. Okay, on to the chapter books. But first, let's shut the light off. Dark and creepy in the hallway. So here we have the before of our chapter books. Ta-da! So here we have Magic Treehouse books. I'll have picture book containers going around the top up here. This cubby right here is all the books that need labels. Now, I like to sort my books by author's last name just so it's an easy way for my students to put them back. I don't want to sort by things like fiction or nonfiction or biographies or stuff like that because my students, some of them don't get the concept, and it is so much harder to organize it. This way, if it's just author's last name, I can assign a student at the end of the day that they're in charge to go over and look at the library and make sure all the books are in alphabetic order, and it's easy, it's quick. It's just like a one-glance system where you can see if it's in order or not, and if not, it's an easy fix. But if it's in tubs, sorted by like fiction or nonfiction, you have to like label the actual book with like a star or something and relate it to the tub, and I just think this is so much easier. So I just use like a printer paper storage container. So these are all my extra labels that I never got around to putting up because I didn't have the bin. I used a special tape. It's like 2-inch tape or something, and it fits perfectly over the address label. It's just a special Avery address label that is color printed on. It's a teacher paid teacher file that I just love. So I have all of the alphabet except for, I think I ran out of like R's, so I need to reprint some more sometime. I tried on my home computer and it was just a giant disaster. I couldn't get the right colors. My printer was printing streaks, so I gave up and I went to Office Max, Office Depot, I don't know, one of the other, and they printed it for me and it was super cheap and it was a great thing. So if you go this route, make sure you go somewhere else to do it. Don't use your own printer. I told myself I couldn't have a snack until this was done, and this is done. Look how nice it looks over here. It is so much less overwhelming now that it's just like, this is my desk stuff. I don't know what's in the mint one. And then this is random curriculum phonics stuff, like that stuff over there, that I need to go through and decide if it's relevant or not. But first, let's have a snack. Always have a snack. You don't want to be hangry. Automatic light problems. Oh, I don't want to get up. That didn't help. So what I think I'm going to do next is I'm going to do one bulletin board. Originally I was kind of going to be lazy and I wasn't going to fix this, but I decided I would try a little something new for this bulletin board. So this is an iridescent table cover from Walmart. I don't know any sort of, this is 54 inches by 202 inches, so I just kind of think that'll cover this wall. Obviously this apple border probably won't match very well, so I'll have to find a different border. Let's do this. Sometimes I amaze myself with how organized I am. Like, you would normally think that I would be the one that would know where these actually go, but sometimes I shock myself with just how organized I am when there's so many different areas of my room that are little mines of disasters. So we need the staple remover and we need the stapler so that we can put the new one back on. I would prefer not to have to take all this out. Where are you? Oh. Okay, there's one. Staple remover. Is that the stapler right there? Oh, we got lucky. There it is. Aha! So we'll definitely save the border. I don't know about the fabric itself. Maybe. I don't know. Who wants fabric with a pink smear? We're gonna need the scissors. Oh, yay! It goes all the way across. Automatic lights are like the bane of my existence in this classroom. Okay, we need to, is it even worth moving the desk? Can I cut straight? I suppose I'll put a border on it, so it's not the end of the world if it's not the straightest thing. Oh, I cut over here, I have so much talent. Oh, it's just beautiful. Hopefully the longer that it's up here, the wrinkles will kind of chill out a little more. But I usually cover this in papers and stuff anyway, so it's not the end of the world. I'll probably cut this later once I figure out what kind of border I'm going to use. Maybe the Target stars will look good. Where are those? That's a possibility. Pineapple lights? Maybe. I feel like I need something that'll go under it though, because I didn't exactly do the best cut job. Or should I put something under it? Comment down below if you think I should stay with just the stars or if I should put something underneath it. And if so, what should I put underneath it? I think I'm gonna go home and see if I can find like a unicorn bulletin board border, because that would be beautiful. Or like mermaid scale, that would be a beautiful border as well. So I'm gonna end this classroom setup right here. I've kind of came to a stopping point. I wanna go get more book bins. I wanna figure out something with this bulletin board. I don't wanna get too far with it. And I also need to think about what I wanna do with the wall over here. Now this wall over here, as you can tell by these lovely marks, it used to have a whiteboard here, but it sat right above this outlet and was so hard to plug anything in, so I wanted it gone. But now I have a really ugly blank white wall. So I don't know if I want to do something like contact paper. Like I know a lot of people have been doing the shiplap or the wood paper, and I think maybe it'd look cute on just that one wall, or I could continue doing it on this wall as well. I do use this whiteboard, if not for just my magnet collection from my travels, or just other random trinkets. I don't actually like teach or write on it because it's kind of over in my teacher corner. But I do have this very lovely array of sticky clips and sticky tack that's been here for about 10 years that nobody's ever bothered to clean because nobody ever goes up on this wall. So if I wanted to, I could do like a contact paper sort of thing, just on this little bit of wall and then that wall right there. Would have to match my blue, mint, purple kind of look I've got going on, but also not be too wood-ish. You get what I mean with by woodish, because I already have wood up here and the ceiling is wood and I have like wood trim around the room. I mean, the windows themselves are wood. But I also don't want it to be like too busy, because I already have like a beautiful brick wall and it's a real brick wall. But the wall itself is boring. So, comment down below if you have any input for me. Otherwise, I'm just going to be spending some quality time on Pinterest. So, I am going to end the vlog right here. Thank you so much for watching this classroom setup video with me. This was classroom setup 2. If you haven't seen classroom setup 1, head on over to my first video and check that one out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Hopefully next week. I know I have a conference to go to next week. Woot, woot, woot is in Marshfield, Wisconsin. It's for the BEST, which is a screener we use for like social emotional. So I don't know when I'll next be in my classroom. Unfortunately, the building is still closed and I can't get on Saturday or Sunday, which is like the preferred days because I could go to Target for coffee and then come here and get stuff done. But alas, that won't work. I could put a curtain over a wall over there. Will that still be too busy? I don't know. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching!